Hello, my beautiful souls. You are watching the Messy Human Tarot. I also do a podcast called The Ruby Garnet Show on YouTube. Not the best place for it, but I like it there though. Alright, so please check out that disclaimer. I'm not an LMHC, I'm not a doctor, financial, legal, or financial advisor. I'm not responsible for any choices you make. You have this beautiful thing called free will, and this is all general, timeless, and entertainment value only. So, okay, now you don't have to read it, but so I had a really cool channel thing that came through. I was dancing, I was enjoying Disney of all things, and Isabel Madrigal has this moment out of anger, right? Out of anger, she creates something imperfect, and she sees it as beautiful. And then I listened to the next song, Frozen, and it just kind of like Disney after Disney song, wholesome Disney, fun, made me realize that sometimes content creators can sometimes hold themselves back because they're worried about being imperfect. And Thor came through for me recently too, and he was like, when you make a commitment, you have to go full. You have to go and do that thing. You can rest, you can pause, but you do it. Just do it. You made a promise, so do it. So I think I got a message through Disney in a response to a question I presented to the universe, which was, how can we be fearless as Thor is when dealing with difficult situations and unjust circumstances? Like, how do we do it? How do we contend with it? And part of the answer is definitely not worrying about being perfect. I feel like, like things are going to happen. Things that are very uncomfortable are going to happen. And it is going to produce resources. And it's interesting, the story I was reading today about Thor, a resource did produce because he had a dialogue with the divine source, and they provided for him. He didn't even ask. They just said, do you want this? And he's like, sure, I'll take it. Thank you. Thank you for offering. Yeah, I could definitely use that. I could definitely use that glove, that belt, that staff. I really need that. And so he was able to face his adversaries with courage. I mean, he was going to face it with courage anyways. But now it was different. The playing field had shifted to his favor because the divine wanted him to be successful anyways. Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles to me is about resources, people, opportunities coming together and aligning. And with the King of Pentacles, that's basically that someone important is going to come into your life, and it's going to set a chain reaction where you, and in the story there was three types of resources. There was a belt, a glove, and a staff. You're going to see something happen in threes, or something good's going to happen in threes. Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you have some money fears. Oh my god, indecision. You're indecisive. There's something about you that's really indecisive. We're going to just pick a card, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect. What more can we do, right? What more can we become? Eight of Cups. So you are presented with a lot of choices. You will be. You're going to be presented a lot of choices. And I think it will activate in you a little panic. I have the sense that you're not going to be used to it. You're going to be like, what? Like, what? Like, well, you're talking to me. To me? Me? And they're going to be like, yeah, you. We really like you. We like what you have to offer. We're very curious to know more about your product or your services or whatever you're doing. I'm feeling again. I mean, because I don't know if you noticed, but I have two sides. I like to do things differently sometimes. Yeah, okay. 10 of Swords. All right. Yeah. The word that popped in my head was speech impediment. Calamity, where you think that the end conclusion is going to be bad. And I really feel for you. It's going to be really difficult to be in that fear response. You have 3 of Swords. So I think you've broken your heart like 1,000,002 times by being fearful and scared. You've lost a lot of opportunities, I'm sensing, because you didn't release yourself from all this childhood trauma that's held you back. You felt like you had to be perfect. But if you just let go of that need to be perfect and just create without thinking and just enjoying and loving what you create, you're going to be fine, because you're going to discover you're really joyful in that creation space. And that's a very beautiful thing to be in. And something else popped in my brain. Let's see if it pops up again. 10 of Cups. That's beautiful. That's exactly what we want to hear. So you are definitely going to get everything you want. You're going to have like this, like it's popping in my head, wish completion. But there's still hesitancy in starting this emotionally. Like, you are very insecure, and I think that you're not very curious about yourself. Like, you're trying to hide emotionally. I don't think you're being honest either. Wow. I've had a couple of readings where the sun has popped up, and this is no lie. Like, I wonder if this is a theme that some people are falling into energetically, where they are these bright, wonderful, beautiful souls who have a lot to offer to the world. And I keep coming to Isabel Madrigal. When she discovered that she didn't have to be perfect to produce incredible things, like there's this part in the movie that talked about her power growing like grapes on the vine, right? And I remember when I was like a couple years ago, I loved that song. I was really drawn to that. But lately I've been more drawn to her song of being okay with not being perfect. And she was able to share that moment with her sister. And there's a connection, this connection between maybe even soul tribe members or people we care about, where we're sharing something. We're sharing the fruits of our labor, emotional labor, maybe. Like, maybe we're having more emotional wellness so we can actually be present with other people, or we're starting to financially do better so we can actually give more to other people. Yeah, 9 of Cups. Yeah, 9 of Cups. There will be a wish granted. This is double confirmation. Temperance. But you have to be mindful of your feeling state. This is another one that keeps popping up for me whenever manifestation in a reading is discussed. Is that our feelings impact our alignment. And it is so important for you to be aware of your feelings, because if you're in a negative feeling state, you're going to produce the opposite of alignment. Excuse me for my throat. I am coming from a cold, a big cold. Where are we at? We're at 10 minutes. Okay, all right. So I'm gonna try wrapping up. If Spirit says I can go with the flow if I want to keep talking. We're gonna go back to Thor for a little while. The Chariot. The Chariot's also just something that's been popping up lately for myself. And I got this channeled message that I want to share with you, and I really liked it, and it's been helping me a little bit. Where we usually, at least for some of us, we see the chariot as something that happens to us. And the chariot is really when Thor is in the driver's seat, he is the co-creator of what happens. The chariot isn't taking him anywhere. He is the one who's going there. You see where I'm trying to come at it is that he's the decider of his own fate. He commits to something and he goes and he does it. He doesn't worry about the fact that he left his protections at home, that he knows that without his belt, his glove, and his hammer, that he is very vulnerable, but he is a man of his word. And so he has a divine communication with Spirit, and they provide him those resources he needs to overcome adversity. And so it's really important for us to have faith. To have faith. And be in constant communion or at least connection in some kind of way, whether it's a light prayer here and there or thinking of our gods, even if it's just the Christian God, your angels, whatever you believe in, it doesn't really matter. It could be even like a saint. Or if you're Buddhist, focusing on a teacher, spiritual teacher. These beings are aligned to something higher, and they are capable of helping us far more than we are capable of helping other people sometimes. Because we are these messy people that forget our soul mission, even. That's a tough one right there. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. You've really worked hard at what you are doing right now. There's one thing left, one more step to your path, and you are exhausted, I'm sure of it. You're almost there for some of you. You can't give up. You have to keep going. Call upon Thor if that's your god, or if someone you're on the friendly side with. He's very kind-hearted. He's very kind-hearted. He will not discriminate. I'm in Christian Pagan, I'm Loki, and he does not discriminate. He will never discriminate. He loves you all, and he will give you the strength and the courage, or the reminder that you're a lot braver than you realize. Thank heavens for him. There's been so many times he's reminded me that he was around, and in my stubbornness, I'm like, no, I don't need you. I don't need you. Why do I need you? I'm Loki. And he's like, I don't care. I don't care. We can be friends. I want to be your friend. Can you let me be your friend so I can offer you power, courage, maybe access to my resources? I know people that would love to help you. And he would definitely, he's very loyal, and he respects honesty and courage in people. So if you're honest with him and just saying like, I'm scared, man, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, I don't know what to do, He will help you get that last final piece in. He will. He'll go to the mountains for you, with you, the 9 yards. So now we're back at the King of Wands. Earlier I didn't tell you this. I kind of was like, meh, we'll see what happens. I like to see if things reappear. And this one did. Right below it's the Magician too. So that's really cool. You are manifesting power. Your higher will, your higher inspiration is being manifested today. Victory. Now let's see what we have in terms of common numbers. Because you have 3 8s. You have 2 kings. Let's see what else you have. You have 2 10s, 2 3s. So I feel like 888 is a good magical number to look into. I feel like 8's a really good number for like the infinity, for a higher mission. It's about like connecting to source. And King is about resources. King is about like someone who is generous and kind and is able to divvy up the resources wisely. Whether, now in your case, you have Pentacles and Wands. So I feel like this is energy getting be given to you. Like you're being given money and inspiration. You're going to be given these sort of things where those old fears are going to go away at some point. Just go away. Things are going to manifest and come together. Yeah, that's what I see for you. You just have to be willing to have faith in all the things that's going on right now, because there's a lot of unseen things. You are in limbo land. You really are. You are in a place where, this is also a card that keeps popping up lately. I did actually a podcast on it, but we called it The Hanged Woman. So if you're really interested in my podcast stuff, like I like to reimagine things and go through things. And it's also too on Facebook for one of my early releases. But yeah, like if we look at the Hanged Man, sometimes it's not even too like we're like doing nothing. We're just finding a way of being patient in a way that's joyful, and we feel good about ourselves while we're waiting. And I know it can be really hard. 9 of Pentacles, by the way. I know it can be really hard. It really can. Let's see if things really pop up at all. Okay, let's see if some cards really pop up. See if there's any double confirmation. So you're gonna be wrapping up. I have to shuffle anyways, and I'd love to see if we get any confirmations of something, or something we might have to actually work at. So 1 did not pop up yet, so that's 1. We get to 3. 4 of Cups, so that is the Justice. No, nothing's really popping up again. You did get the 9 of Cups, so that's wish completed. So I'm going to do it one more time. See whatever pops up. What is going to pop up? Anything that Spirit wants to rehash with you. 4 of Cups. So you got 4 of Cups for the reshuffling. So I think it's going to be really important for you. Let me double check 4 of Cups. I sometimes mix it with 4 of Swords for some weird reason. And so I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't sound right in my brain. I'm like, does it like some of these cards? I'm like, still. And maybe there's a good reason I'm mixing up in my head. 4 of Cups. Awareness, aversion, disgust, stationary periods. You're in a period where you may be actually really exhausted. You do need some rest. See, there we go, rest part. But you're in limbo land. So I'm going to put this here, this limbo land here. That's interesting. Okay. Let's see if one of your old cards appeared. Let's see. Just Eight of Pentacles, really. Really, that's all I see. And Ten of Swords. Oh, wow, the Chariot. Wow. Chariot just popped up. Okay. Pretty nice. All right. So we're going to do a last quick thing here. 20 minutes. Spirits, I can go with the flow with this if I want. So yeah, so something to be aware of is it is going to be important for you to rest in this waiting period. Rest. So hard, right? There's going to be this final step of completion that's going to occur, and you're going to need to be ready for this. And your fears might play havoc if you don't rest enough. But at the same time, like, okay, this is my sense of it, is they're saying you are the Chariot. You can either continue to move forward and commit to the path that you have taken. And that is the Chariot. You are the Chariot. If you stay committed, things will happen. So stay committed. Now we are at 21 minutes. This is the time where I got to talk about updates and things like that, or whatever I'm going to talk about. Wow, I'm shuffling my cards because I shuffle at the end. I know people don't do that. Just me. Just me. Just little me. I'm just checking, man. I'm just checking. But let's wrap up. Okay, so October is right around the corner. It's right around the corner. So this is the problem, though. Because my rates are so stinking low, I can't really go super low. You're so damn low. But what I can do for you is I can shave a couple of dollars. I can do that. The closer we get, the more you're going to know about the deals. There will be deals, because why not? And I will have the deals posted. The deals are going to start being posted maybe probably about a week before October at the earliest. Yeah. Yeah, you special girl. You special boy. You special wherever you prescribe to. Whatever gender you are. You special. You special, so special. But yeah, so, and I do have a podcast. Check that out. If you're just interested, you're interested in philosophy, you're interested in the tarot, I am there. I am probably not going to do as many episodes as I used to do, because it seems like my shorts are more popular. And that's totally fine. That's totally fine. But obviously, like, as a businesswoman, I also do have to make sure that I am getting, you guys know I'm out there. So that it's not that my podcast is disappearing. It's going to stay there because I love this podcast. And love doing these tarot stuff. But apparently the shorts are more popular. Yeah, and that's okay. So when popularity... Popular, you're gonna be popular. Da 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 da. You're gonna be popular. There's gonna be a tower moment. But guess what? You're coming into your power, and everything's changing for the good. Because you're gonna be popular. Popular. You're gonna be popular. You just gotta have faith, man. Just have faith. Dude, just have faith. Alright, I gotta wrap before I talk too much. Oh my golly. I talk too much. Why didn't you tell me? Alright, you have all been blessings out there. You are a blessing. For reals. Adios. May meat must be amen to good health. Yeah, ones, yeah. New beginnings. I gotta stop talking. Bye!